Gemi- Gemini, welcome to your December 2025 reading. Welcome back, and if welcome, if this is your first time. If you've read with me before, you know I pre-shuffle the cards and pull them because I like to just get right into the reading. This reading is not going to resonate in every way for you. Obviously, take what does resonate, leave the rest behind. I have a link in the description below. If you don't know your natal birth chart, check out your other signs. Check out the reading for your rising sign. Check out the reading for your moon sign. Check out the reading for the sign that Venus was in when you were born. It's all important. Some of this will resonate, some of it will not. So let's just get going and see what you have here. Your general theme, your overall theme for this month, Gemini, is collaboration. And it's saying collaboration achieves greater goals, and it does, working together. And that's telling me that you've almost been not isolating, but there may be some opportunities coming up for you to collaborate, but also collaboration with family. This is a holiday, the holiday season, and tempers flare, people are on edge, old traumas and triggers are coming, holiday dinners or whatever, or being away from family. It's just a big mess. December is a big mess and going into January. So I would say work together. Before you speak, think. Be careful that your words aren't too harsh. And I know you're not going to mean them, but at the same time, the other person on the receiving end may not realize your tone. You may not realize your tone is as harsh as it might be. So just temper yourself and work together to just get through this pretty much. Things coming your way, a heads up for you. You have the birds, which is chattering, confusion, could be even too much texting, small conversations, small talk, kind of like you feel like your time is wasting, and combined with the clouds, that's all cloudy, being confused, not having a clear vision, not having clarity. So this is something to be mindful of this month. With so much going on, you may not have everything you need. And also the birds combined with the child is saying there could be a situation arising that you don't have the experience to help out, or you don't have the experience to handle the thing coming up because of the clouds and the birds. Too much noise, not enough information, or not enough experience to do to follow through with your vision. You may need more experience to accomplish what you want. So now may not be the time, but it may be the planning time for you. The clouds, you've really got to work on just clearing your mind, Gemini. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit hyped up. I probably should not have had that last cup of coffee. Let's go. And here we are. Look at this. Your central card for the month is the star, and the star is usually your guiding light, your connection to source. One foot in the spiritual, one foot in the emotions and the physical. But here, it's a disconnect to your inner guidance. It's a disconnect to your guiding light. And so this is something, this goes along, there's a reason why it's in this row, which is actually the present. So this is something you're currently dealing with, Gemini, and this disconnect is what's causing these feelings of confusion. And again, I'd say you've got to clear away the small talk and people, and honestly stay off social media for a while and just focus on healing and collaboration, because work on getting back to yourself, Gemini. Get back to your inner voice. Like, we get busy and we forget, or we lose sight of things because there's so much going on in our minds. We're like, okay, checking off the list, did that, and we lose sight of self. And so I feel like with the star especially, it's all about wishes come true, wishes being fulfilled, but you connecting with your source, with your inner self. You have the sun, which is beautiful in this row. This is the present, the past, going both ways. But I see you were in a good place, and now there's this bit of disconnect. And this sun, it's all new beginnings. It's wonderful. And so we all go through these peaks and valleys, right? So this was a high point, and now we're in this little bit of disconnect. And we're going actually to the King of Wands, which is also confusion and lost a sense of direction. So I really feel like this whole reading is telling you to just stop and take take time for yourself to reconnect, because it's only going to go into the new year for you. You're beginning the reading with the Sun, and you're ending with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups and the Sun, these are two beautiful cards. You've got beginning and end. I love it. The Ace of Cups, this particular card, cups are all about emotions, so this is fantastic. This particular card I love because it's like a sunrise. If you see it, it's illuminating the dark sky, the stars are there, and the sun is shining. So this is telling me you're going to get through the month, and you're going to start off the new year really well, Gemini. Emotionally, you've got emotional awakening here. And so you're going to make a full circle. You're going to make full circle, if provided you do the work. You've got the High Priestess here in reverse. Now, the High Priestess is also, she's your inner guidance, and there's your disconnect. losing track, losing that connection. The High Priestess is all about your intuition and paying attention to intuition. She has the scroll closed because everything she needs to know, she already knows. You already have all the wisdom that you need to make appropriate decisions. All you have to do is clear your head and get reconnected. So this is somewhere, at some point, the disconnect happened, Gemini, and you've been seeking and searching. I love the Hermit. He's up on top of a mountain, and he's looking down, almost like from the eagle's nest, from an eagle's view. And he's seeking and searching, and he's looking for illumination and further light and knowledge, but he doesn't see that he has the star in his lantern. He's looking down. He's not looking at the light within. He's not looking at that star. And look at this. Here's your star. Your star is still there, Gemini. Your guiding light is still there. It is worth it. This is the Seven of Pentacles. This guy, like he hoes the rows every day. He's planted. He's harvesting. He's watered, and his back is hurting. He's leaning on his hoe, and he's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this worth it? I would say yes, you're going to get through this doldrum, because here, in coming soon, you have good news. You have the Judgment card. And this is the dead coming out of their graves. If you're religious, it's the morning of the first resurrection, but it's leaving the old behind. It's closing the chapter and starting off to a new life, a new beginning. And there's your new beginning with your Ace of Cups. So you're doing it. Yes, it's worth it. You've got it. You can do this. Messages from your future self. Let's see what you have to say. This is from you in the future, who has been where you are. You are capable of magical creation. So you're getting a pep talk from yourself, who's been there, done that. You are capable of magical creation, and there you are. There's your inner light. It's right in your hands. All you have to do is gaze into it. And two came out for you. And ask your dreams a question when you need an answer. This is showing a little girl dreaming, and you've got little fairies and everything giving the answer. But I would say to you, and I will say to you, Gemini, when you need an answer, when you're feeling lost, go back to what your actual dreams are for yourself. What are your hopes? What are your go back to the original you. Get back to yourself. As a little girl, what did you want to be? Or a little boy, what did you want to be when you grew up? What are your dreams? And then use that as your guiding light. How far have I strayed from my dreams? Is this the direction I want to go? Do I want to change course and set new dreams? Or do I want to still follow through? Because dreams do come true. The star wishes and dreams will come true, and you will definitely get through this month, and you're going to end December fabulously well, provided you do this. And you have, with that Ace of Cups, you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, normally, she's an earth sign, and my readings are not gender specific, so this is male or female, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And normally she can be, she has the energy of doing it all, right? She works, she brings home the bacon, she takes out the trash, and she's got her job. She can be independent, she can be a single mom. She gets it done. You can rely on her. She gets it done, and everything is thriving around her, absolutely thriving. And the mountains and the hardships are behind her. Everything's growing simply because she's focusing on what she has to do. And she has her direction. She knows what she has to do. However, in reverse, you have to make sure this is a wake-up call for you, Gemini. You have to make sure this is going to work, but you have to make sure that you stay on point. This is just a wake-up call, a heads up, another heads up for you. Stay focused. Stay on point. Keep sight of your direction, because you will achieve it. You've got that whole brand new awakening, that new dawning, a new awakening with the Judgment card coming up. Everything's brand new for you, Gemini. For animal energy, the energy you have also to pull, literally flew out of the deck. You have the adder. So the snake, the adder is about, I love this, it's connected, it's about healing. Of course, the snake is healing. And you see there, almost like a caduceus here, but snake also sheds its skin and starts off fresh. So you have this energy. You have leaving the old behind, shedding, and waking up brand new, waking up brand new. So this is beautiful energy. Think about that. Embrace it this month. Embrace that snake. It's about healing and shedding the old, waking up into the new. And the cat, this is all Celtic lore, but the cat is amazing, because the cat is telling you to pay attention this month. The cat can sit perched with its eyes closed and look like it's sleeping for hours, right? But you know that cat is awake and it's listening. It's not missing a trick. It looks like it's sunning itself. Its eyes are closing. It's purring. It knows everything that is going on around it. Everything. Outside the window, inside the room. It knows. It hears everything. So be mindful. Pay attention. And as we talked about, I think we talked about that. Did we not hit on that? All right. Well, if we didn't, I'm going to tell you again. This High Priestess also, and your Queen of Pentacles, pay attention to signing contracts. Remember, stay focused. So any contracts that you have to sign, home loans, car financing, credit cards, whatever it is, any contracts, read them, reread them, and make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed from the other party before you sign your name. That's very important. So that's cat. Think of the cat. Pay attention to everything, okay? All right, now moving on. We've got the Hermit. We saw this. Now, in this present row, again, part of this, you have the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords is painful, right? It could be emotional, physical, a hurt, a heartbreak, a loss. But in this row, it's all about that confusion and the cloudiness, and it's causing you heartache. It's causing you stress. I mean, nothing really good comes from swords in the heart, right? But you have the new beginning here, the Page of Wands. It's in reverse. So currently, you're in the process. Page of Wands. Wands are about creativity and new beginnings and fresh starts. Pages are, especially, right? And he's got a clean blanket of snow here. He has growth around him. And the wands, there are leaves on the wands. And the leaves are about opportunities and new beginnings, creativity, fertility. It's in reverse, so it's just telling me you're in the process. I don't say this is not a bad thing at all. This is not a bad thing. And neither, I think, for the King of Wands is an entrepreneur. He's also psychic too, and he gets things done. He also takes old ideas and makes something new out of them. He makes them better, right? He took the telephone and turned it into a cell phone. Just taking that next step. But in this way, he can be very self-sure of himself and almost to the point of arrogance. It's not a bad thing to appreciate your worth and your value. So I would say to you, this is more about, I feel, the beginning and you making these changes, Gemini, for December, and getting back to your inner light. And you have the steps to do it. You definitely have the steps to do it. Moving on, you also have Clover. Okay, Clover, lucky break, gamble, good fortune, chance. Could be in finance, outdoors, risky business. So some of you might be taking a plunge into maybe stocks or bonds or I don't know, Bitcoin, whatever. Surprises regarding finances. But generally, the Clover is all about good luck. So I would say with your Ace of Cups and good luck, you're capable of magical creation, and this is all about creating. And that's Pasha. And if you get off to a slow start, it's okay. It doesn't matter. The point is you've got a lot to work through, but you've got an amazing beginning, and you've got a fabulous outcome closing off December. I started something new this month because so many people have been asking about signs from their deceased loved ones, those who've passed on. And I have a video in the link. There's a link below, 14 signs from your deceased loved ones. You may be getting signs that you don't realize. But for those of you who've lost someone, and we all have, I started this month. And your message this month, for those of you, my figure no longer appears by the window, but I will wave to you in the wind. It's showing a cat. So for those of you who've lost pets, definitely, your pets are there. Feel them. They haven't left. They're not at the Rainbow Bridge. They stay and they linger and they watch over us. For those of you who haven't lost pets, but your loved ones are near and they're watching over you. And sometimes I feel them in the wind. So listen in the wind. You may hear them call you, but they're there. Know that. And they hear you. Okay, let's wrap this up. You have the rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. There you go. I love that. So you're getting through it. It's beautiful. It's good news. Dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Very nice. Something you've already done is going to be paying you. So that's good news. And you've got lucky break. You've got the ace. You've got new beginnings. You've got magical creation. You've got good things coming. You have the bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Gemini, you can't make this up. Successfully overcoming a problem. I don't know how many decks I used today, and they're all for you. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. And that's kind of where you are now. Not with life so much. Excuse me. Possibly for some of you, but I would say dissatisfied with where you are at this point, or maybe some of you are thinking that I should be farther along in my life. I'm so many years old, but you know what? You are where you are for a reason, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You've grown. Give yourself credit for that. Slap yourself on the back for that. Pat yourself on the back. Let's not slap anybody, but I feel like you need to take stock of all you've accomplished. Sometimes, when we're younger, we set these life goals and these gurus tell us to set like short-term goals and long-term goals and, where will you be in a year, 2 years, 5 years? And that's nice. But sometimes we don't have anything to measure what's real and what isn't. And we don't take into account growing spurts, growing pains, life events. And so always trust, Gemini. You are in your life exactly where you're supposed to be. Otherwise, you'd be somewhere else. So trust that you've done the best that you could. Otherwise, you would have done something else. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. And you have December. So this month, this is pretty cool. So you have some good things coming this month, but I would also say next December. So this whole going into the new year, however you start 2026, you'll be reaping benefits long into next December. So I hope that this has helped, Gemini. I hope you've enjoyed it. Happy holidays to you. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next month. For January's reading, let's kick the new year off with a bang. And I'm going to leave you with some words of my mom. Before I would have to do a reading or a psychic party, my mom, I'd say, Mom, I have to go. I can't chat right now. And she'd say, all right, Jenny, stay spiritual. And so with you, Gemini, stay spiritual. I'll see you next month.